it's Danielle back with another TBR. And this time it's for the month of November. I'm really excited to see what I have planned. Let's get into it. So for the month of November, I am really looking forward to seeing what I can get read. We're starting to get into two of the busiest months for me at school. I teach primary, which is grade 1, 2, and 3, and we have our Christmas concert coming up. So that's a lot of running around at work, a lot of draining my battery, and so I'm really gonna try and push myself at night and on the weekends to just take me time. We're also getting into report card season, so that's super exciting for me. We have parent-teacher interviews coming up at the end of the month. I'm starting to get busy with my weekends and seeing people and doing Christmassy things. So it's going to be quite a month, but I am determined that to continue my self-care of reading. I got a lot done in October. I had a lot of great reads in October, a lot of highly rated reads. Go check out my October wrap-up to see what I got read, and I'm so excited. So this month I want to get some books done that I know I'm excited for and will be motivated to read. And I have a lot of great books to get to. So here are my November to be read books. So first off, I'm going to start with the physical books. So a lot of the books that I have on my TBR are books that I am really excited about because they have been some of my most anticipated reads of the year. Also, a lot of these are my 10 before the end of 2025 that I'd like to be able to get to like by the end of the year. So that's why a lot of these I'm super excited about and super looking forward to. And I hope I get to them by the end of the year. So we have our book club book of the month. I don't have the physical copy yet, but I do plan to get it next weekend. So that is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And insert picture here because I don't have it yet. Yeah, I'm carrying it. Is Trisha making me carry it? Moving it around. So The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is our book club book of the month pick. I don't really remember picking this book or how this book got decided upon. A lot of the book club picks, we kind of just talk about what each other is anticipating, and if we're interested in reading that, then we will read it together. I have no idea what it's about. I know my sister has it, and I think she's read it, and she liked it. But I do think it's a historical fiction, which I'm not the biggest fan of. So I don't know what I'm going to think of it. I'm really excited to read it just because it has been on my to buy list. I feel like I have, instead of a TBR list, I always have a to buy or to get to kind of list. It's not like I have a specific time I want to read them. I don't know. Is that still a TBR? Sure. So yeah, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I'm excited for it. I know Ashley's really excited for it, and I have absolutely no idea how Trisha feels about it. So great book club choice. Next on the physical books, I have A Curse Carved in Bone by Danielle L. Jensen. This is the second book in the saga of the Unfated series. The first one is A Fate Inked in Blood. I've already read the first one. I listened to it on audiobook, and then I picked up this one, and I don't know why, but I picked this up and decided this was going to be on my November TBR. I don't know, maybe it's just the vibes. Who knows? I did really like the first one. I cannot remember what I rated the first one. I think it was somewhere between a 4 and a 4.5. So I really liked it. I really liked the concept. I really liked the story. I thought that was super cool. So I'm excited to see what this one is like. I do remember a lot of the details from the first one, not necessarily all of the characters. I do remember that the main girl's name is Freya, because I really liked that. And so I'm excited. I do know it has to do with Vikings. I actually listened to the last one. I was in a big Viking kick. I really like Vikings. I really like Norse mythology and all of that. I think it's really cool. So I've watched a lot of TV shows that have to do with the Vikings. So when I saw this series about the Vikings, I decided to pick it up. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm hoping it is just as much good read as the last one, and I am going to try and read it physically, because I didn't read the other one physically because it seemed very daunting, but I feel like my reading ability has improved. So that'll be the second one. Okay, the next book I have for you is another very big anticipated read for me, and that is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. So I know absolutely nothing about this series. However, I know it's a very popular series on all of the areas of book social media. I am a huge mood reader, and like I think that I tend to gravitate when buying and purchasing towards like very popular books. But then my reading moods kind of change between topic. I'm a huge fantasy girly, as we all know. And I love a good fantasy story. I am not as big of a fan of a place where I need to know a lot of people, a lot of places, a lot of things. I like very simplistic fantasy, not a whole lot of world building. It just gets mumbled jumbled in the 1,001 things that are already in this brain. So I'm hoping this is not like that. Hence the reason I have not picked up the Fourth Wing series. Because I feel like that one you gotta like pay attention to things. I can't pay attention. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I really hope this is not like that. I do know this is a series. I am well aware of that. I'm just really hoping that in this particular series, I won't have to pay attention so much, you know? But I'm really excited. I'm also, a lot of these books, I know they're super popular. I'm trying not to read the synopsis and not look at like what people are saying online, because I don't want that to sway my opinion. So I'm really excited for this one. It seems cool. It's very highly talked about, and I'm excited to see what it gives me. The next physical book that I'm really looking forward to in November, I don't know why November is like the month of series for me, but it is. It and like series that like I've been long anticipating getting into is Two Twisted Crowns, which is this absolutely magnificent, gorgeous, beautiful, phenomenal, I suck at this, edition that I just recently got. This is Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. I have read One Dark Window. Josh and I actually read it as a buddy read. Shout out to my boyfriend Josh. I love him. We read it as a buddy read, and we like honestly loved it so much. I don't know if Josh loved it actually. I thought he did, and then he recently told me he didn't love it as much. But I really liked it. I loved the magic system. Again, talking about things that are like not a lot of people to remember, and a very easy magic system to remember was Two Twisted Crown, or One Dark Window. It's been a long day. It's okay. One Dark Window. I am really looking forward to Two Twisted Crowns. It is very horror, very creepy, very violent, very... all these things don't sound like a book that you would anticipate, but I really liked this. It ended off on a cliffhanger, the first one does, and so I'm really excited to see what the second one brings me, and I feel like I'll be very motivated to read this in the beautifulness that is this edition. So I'm really looking forward to this. if you do not, I won't say too much about this just because it's the second in the series, but One Dark Window, I think, is one of those that has definitely been all over the socials recently because it is a really fun, interesting read with, not fun, fun's a bad word to use, a very interesting read with a very easy magic system to follow. I really liked the cards and everything that they did, and I'm excited and interested to see what happens with Elspeth. If you've read the first one, if you know, you know. And where that all leads, and where is she, and where's she gonna end up. I'm very excited about this one. So I hope I read it on my physical. If not, I do have it on my Kindle, which I tend to read faster on my Kindle. But I really want to read it physical because I think this edition is just too beautiful not to read physically. So that's that. The last physical book that I have for you is Finale, which is the third book in the Caraval series. I am eating this series up. If you watched our October TBR, I only had Caraval, it's right there, on there. And then I really liked that one so much that I read Legendary, right there, in the month of October. So those are the first two books. And I'm already 114 pages into this. I started this and then just did not pick it up because the week of Halloween came upon us and that was just insane. So I'm really, really hoping to finish this in November. I think I will have no problem at all. So if you don't know what the Caraval series is, essentially there's this game called Caraval happening. It's full of magic and mist and wonder, and it's led by this guy named Legend. And you have these two sisters, Scarlet and Donatella, and they have always wanted to go to this game, but when Scarlet is engaged to be married, Donatella and her feel like it's her last opportunity to experience Caraval and all that Caraval has. But then the game turns out to be not exactly everything they thought, and they get roped into this huge, big, long story and scheme, and all these things happen. The second book followed Donatella after the first one, and again, I won't say too much because that would be huge spoilers. There's a lot that happens in these books, a lot of twists and turns. But something happens that involves fates and a deck of cards. And then the third one is about what happens after that. So I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to continuing in this world, continuing in this story. However, a lot of the characters in this story are already annoying me. Scarlet's plotline is annoying me. Donatella is annoying me. All the people are annoying me. But I must know what happens. So I'm looking forward to that. It should be a good read. I'm looking forward to just vegging out on the couch right here and just getting through it at some point in November. So I'm excited to see if that happens. All right. Aside from physical books, I also have audiobooks. So I work about an hour away from where I live, which means I have a 2-hour commute every single day. That includes time to work and time home from work. I am hoping to complete for my commuter books this month, I am hoping to complete book 9, book 10, book 11, book 12, and book 13 in the Glass and Steele series, and we'll have all of those up on the screen. Bam, 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 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, bam, 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 bam. The Glass and Steele series follows India, Steele, and Matthew Glass as they go through the streets of London trying to navigate all of the magic systems that are in this while there is an overarching story happening at the same time. I am currently on book 9, which is The Imposter's Inheritance. Oh, look at me remembering the name. Not too far into it. I just started it today. So I'm really excited. So far, it's really good. So I'm hoping to get through all of those. I got through book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in the month of October. So I think it'll be totally doable. I usually listen to them on my commute, but sometimes I like to listen to them while I am grocery shopping, or while I'm doing laundry, or while I'm doing cleaning, or all those fun things that one has to do with their life. So I'm really looking forward to continuing in this series. Basically, to not spoil anything, it's like Murdoch Mysteries with magic. Magical Murdoch Mysteries. If you're a fan of Murdoch Mysteries, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to them. I really like being in that world. They are very calming for me. I like figuring out who done it by the end of the book. It's kind of like an episode of Murdoch Mysteries. And I think they are very short, very fast, very easy, very simple to follow along, but still provides you with a good time. And the whole magical, mystical part makes it, I think, a more interesting mystery than if it was just running around the streets of London solving mysteries. So I really like them, and I loved flying through books 1 to 8 in October, and I'm looking forward to continuing and finishing, hopefully, the series in November. So that is everything. I am hoping that November is good to me. I'm hoping to get through all of these books. I read 18 books by the end of October, so hopefully I can make it through all of this. But it's okay. Even if I don't, they will continue on to December's TBR, and then maybe in the new year. But I am really determined to get all of these, at least these 4, done by the end of the year. So let's see. I'm going to challenge myself, see if I can do it, and I think it's going to be a good time. So that's all for me for my November TBR. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 husbands of Evelyn, Hugo, 5, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for the Glass and Steel series. So that is a total 9. No, wait, I did not count that right. 5 for Evelyn, Hugo. Yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, I did count that right. Oh my gosh, look at me. Math. So that's a total of 10 books on the TBR. I think very doable. I think as long as I just keep remembering the positive spirit and joy that reading seems to bring to my life, I'll do good. I'd love to know what's on your November TBR. Are you looking forward to the month of November, or do you just want to skip it and go right to Christmas? Personally, I'd like to skip it and just go right to Christmas, but that's okay. We can't do that. That's not how time works. I'd love to know what you plan to read in the month of November. I'd love if you headed on over to our October wrap-ups. Let us know what you managed to finish in the month of October. We did play a great game, so make sure you go check that out. And we might have one of those coming up in December. So I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to December, but obviously we have to get through to our November, and I'm hoping these help me do it. So anyway, that's all for me. We'd love if you would follow, comment, subscribe. Go check us out on all our socials, Instagram and TikTok. We try to post there as frequently as we can. And as always, happy reading. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.